If someone grew up here in South Florida, chances are they had fruit trees in their yard or in their neighborhood. Maybe between games of basketball in a friend's narrow alley driveway, they walked down the lane to an abandoned lot with a mango tree. Maybe their coworker bombarded the office every week with bags of softball-sized green avocados or pomelos. Maybe they remember how every night at sunset, escaped cockatoos would pick up at a neighbor's papaya tree. Maybe they only learned to love lychees once they left home for another city and, spotting the fruit in a grocery in Chinatown, bought them impulsively only because they knew that same fruit was hanging in the yard opposite their childhood home. Without taking a single class, they knew how to spot that fruit. They knew what it was, its other names, when it was in season, and what it looked like not only in a cardboard box in the grocery, but clustered heavy between the tree's feathery leaves. That is one of a native's versions of Miami, one of their perspectives. We all experience the places where we live in so many ways, and these ways change with the times of year, with our goals, our families, and our lives. Learn a piece of local history. Know who designed a building. Be able to identify a bird or a graffiti tag, and suddenly you live in a different place, and that place will travel with you. Spot ripe Spanish limes as a child, and you'll still spot them today. A layer of the finite has been laid behind the infinite. It has always been there, but it was almost a blank space, something you didn't even think about. Modern science and modern empires were motivated by the restless feeling that perhaps something important awaited beyond the horizon, something they had better explore and master. Yet, the connection between science and empire went much deeper. Not just the motivation, but also the practices of empire builders were entangled with those of scientists. For modern Europeans, building an empire was a scientific project, while setting up a scientific discipline was an imperial project. When the Muslims conquered India, they did not bring along archaeologists to systematically study Indian history, anthropologists to study Indian cultures, geologists to study Indian soils, or zoologists to study Indian fauna. When the British conquered India, they did all of these things. On 10th April 1802, the Great Survey of India was launched. It lasted 60 years. With the help of tens of thousands of native laborers, scholars and guides, the British carefully mapped the whole of India, making borders, measuring distances, and even calculating for the first time the exact height of Mount Everest and the other Himalayan peaks. The British explored the military resources of Indian provinces and the location of their gold mines, but they also took the trouble to collect information about rare Indian spiders, to catalog colorful butterflies, to trace the ancient origins of extinct Indian languages, and to dig up forgotten ruins. Mohenjo-daro was one of the chief cities of the Indus Valley Civilization, which flourished in the 3rd millennium BC and was destroyed around 1900 BC. None of India's pre-British rulers, neither the Mauryas, nor the Guptas, nor the Delhi Sultans, nor the great Mughals, had even the ruins a second glance. But a British archaeological survey took notice of the site in 1922. The site was excavated and the first great civilization of India was uncovered.